restless hearts dancing through the neon haze. You drew your dreams across my waiting hands, like an artist painting colors no one understands. Every promise felt eternal, every touch became a flame. In a world that kept on turning, you and I remain the same. We were porcelain fire, burning bright but looking strong, holding heaven in our arms while the night sang our song. We were chasing forever through the glow of endless skies. Porcelain fire, living in each other's eyes. Summer carried us on golden avenues, laughing at tomorrow with nothing left to lose. The stars above were witnesses of grace, every kiss a photograph time could not erase. But the seasons changed their colors and the silence learned your name. Little cracks became a river. Nothing ever stayed the same. We were porcelain fire, burning bright but breaking slow, holding pieces of our hearts, afraid to let them show. We were chasing forever, but forever slipped away. Porcelain fire, fading with the light of day. And now I keep your memory like a record softly spinning. Every melody reminds me of where our story was beginning. Though the pages reached an ending and the years have drifted by, part of me still sees your shadow when the lonely nights arrive. We were porcelain fire, a beautiful and fragile dream, once as bright as morning sunlight, now a distant silver gleam. Still I treasure every moment, though the tears refuse to dry. Porcelain fire, some loves never truly die. Porcelain fire, a spark beneath the years. Porcelain fire, still glowing through my tears. The night was dressed in crystal blue. The world felt small when I found you. A crowded room, a quiet glance, two strangers caught inside a chance. You spoke my name like it belonged somewhere I'd been all along. And We were riding on the wind, what forever might have been. In the crimson afterglow, we were everything we dreamed, like a river made of stars, flowing farther than it seemed. Every promise felt alive, every touch could stop the rain. In the crimson afterglow, love erased the weight of pain. We built a home from borrowed days, wrapped our hopes in endless faith. The years rolled by like summer tides, with all our secrets safe inside. But time can hide a silent storm behind the comfort and the warm. And little words we left unsaid built lonely walls around our bed. What was shining in our eyes slowly vanished with goodbyes. In the crimson afterglow, shadows gathered at the door. We were holding broken pieces of the dream we had before. Every promise still remained, but the feeling slipped away. In the crimson afterglow, night replaced the golden day. Now your picture on the shelf looks like someone I once knew, and the songs we used to play still return me back to you. Sometimes love is not the ending that the young heart believes. Sometimes love becomes a lesson, carried gently when it leaves. In the crimson afterglow, I still see the light we made, though the flame has lost its color and the memories start to fade. I would live it all again, every joy and every scar. In the crimson afterglow, you remain my brightest star. The night is quiet now, but somewhere in the dark, the crimson afterglow still guards a fading spark. The boulevard was painted gold by headlights drifting through the dark. You took my hand without a word and left your signature on my heart. We laughed at clocks and closing doors, believing nothing fades away. Like children racing through the wind, certain love was built to stay. Every dream felt close enough to touch. Every night belonged to us. Every kiss became a spark on a glass carousel. You illuminated the dark. The years arrived like falling snow, quietly changing every scene. The words grew colder than before, where warmth and wonder used to be. We tried to hold what once was easy, tried to mend each little crack, but sometimes roads divide in silence and never find their way back. Still I hear the distant sound of our world turning around on a glass carousel. Round and round we lost our way, spinning through the lonely shadows of a love that couldn't stay. Every memory survives, though the colors slowly fade on a glass carousel. I revisit yesterday. Now the city sleeps below me, and your name still rides the breeze, like a letter never answered, floating somewhere through the years. There are scars that time softens, there are flames that never die, and there are hearts that keep on searching long after goodbye. On a glass carousel, I can see us one last time, dancing through a perfect moment, frozen somewhere in my mind. Though your footsteps disappeared and another path was drawn on a glass carousel, part of us keeps turning on. Round and round through the years, glass carousel. Beyond the tears. You arrive like summer rain on a thirsty avenue. Every crowded street I knew suddenly led me to you. We were reckless with our hearts, like the world would never change, writing futures in the clouds, certain nothing felt too strange. Every morning carried magic, every evening held a sign, like the universe had waited just to let your hand find mine. Sapphire Tide, carry me back tonight to the way drifting down the road like postcards scattered in the wind. Somewhere between the promises, the distance slowly settled in. Tiny fractures hid themselves behind familiar smiles and grace, till one day we stood as strangers with familiar eyes in different ways. Love can shine like a diamond. Love can slip through open heads. Even hearts that beat together cannot always understand. Sapphire tide, pulling farther out to sea, taking all the dreams we built and the person I would be. You were the fire in the cold, the song inside the night. Sapphire tide, now you're fading from my sight. Sometimes I still hear your laughter echo through an empty room, like a photograph still glowing long after the colors lose their bloom. I don't blame the changing seasons or the roads we chose to take, but some memories stay breathing, no matter how much time can break. Sapphire tide, though the water keeps on moving, there's a part of me still standing where our shadows once were dancing. You were my sweetest chapter, my most beautiful goodbye. Sapphire tide, still reflecting in my eyes. The waves keep rolling, the years move on, but your reflection lingers like a song. I found you in a crowded season, when every road felt cold and gray. You brought color to the skyline, like the dawn replacing rain. Every window held a future, every heartbeat knew the way. We were young enough to believe nothing could take love away, and the nights kept getting longer just to hold our dreams inside. Amber silhouette, standing in the golden light. You were every wish I carried through the lonely castles out of laughter, made our home in simple things. Sunday mornings, quiet moments, and the hope that love would bring. But the years can turn so slowly till you miss what changed along the way. Little distances between us became too wide to cross one day. Though we tried to keep believing, some dreams faded with the tide. Amber silhouettes standing at the edge of time. You were every song of summer. Now you're just a distant rhyme, like a photograph still glowing, though the color slowly left. My forever once had your face. Amber silhouette. Now the records keep on spinning, and the memories fill the room. Every melody reminds me how a perfect flower blooms, then falls away with autumn weather, leaving traces in the air. And no matter where life takes me, part of you is always Amber silhouette, shining through the years gone by. You were all the love I dreamed of. You were all my reasons why. Though another life surrounds me, there's one truth I won't regret. For a moment I held forever in an amber silhouette, still glowing beyond the years. Amber silhouette through the tears. There was a time when every evening felt like a doorway to a dream. Your hand in mine, the city glowing. Nothing was ever as it seemed. We chased the lights along the shoreline, laughing underneath the stars, certain that the road before us would never pull our hearts apart. Every promise felt unbreakable. Every tomorrow looks so bright. Silver horizon, waiting where the sky meets the sea. You were the reason I believed love could become eternity. Every wave carried our story, every star knew who we were. Silver horizon, the sweetest Corners turned without a warning, and little changes slipped inside. Conversations grew much shorter, while silent questions learned to hide. We stood together yet somehow 1,000 miles apart at night, searching for the words we lost, trying to keep the fire alive. But some roads bend beyond the distance and disappear from sight. Silver horizon, fading with the colors of the day, holding all the dreams we built before they slowly drifted away. Every wave still tells the story of a love too strong to hide. Silver horizon, where a piece of my heart resides. Now the years move like a river, carrying moments downstream, but your reflection still appears inside the corners of my dreams. And though another chapter found me and life continued on its way, some memories remain untouched, no matter how they fade. Silver horizon, far beyond the reach of time, you were the song that taught my heart how joy and sorrow intertwine. Every wave keeps rolling onward, every star still shines above. Silver horizon, forever marked by our love. Beyond the water, beyond the night, silver horizon, still burning bright. The summer air was sweet as wine. We owned the stars, we borrowed time. Two silhouettes on endless roads, with hearts too young to carry doubt. Your laughter floated through the dark like sparks across a midnight lake. And every dream I ever held awoke the moment you were there. We were certain love was stronger than the turning of the years. Crystal reverie, you were shining next to me like a diamond in the rain, like a melody set free. Every moment felt immortal, every touch a masterpiece. Crystal reverie, you were all I needed to believe. The autumn came with quiet steps and left its colors in our room. The little things we never said started growing in the gloom. The distance wasn't measured by the miles we had to cross. It lived inside the silent space. dream. Sometimes when the night is quiet and the city falls asleep, I hear our favorite song and the memories run deep. I can see us by the water with forever in our eyes, before the world grew complicated, before goodbye Crystal Reverie, though the years have changed the view, there's a place inside my heart that still belongs to you. Every scar became a lesson, every tear a hidden key. Crystal Reverie, you are part of who I'll always be. The music fades, the lights grow dim. Crystal Reverie still lives within. The rain was falling on the avenue, painting diamonds on the street. You were standing by the station like a dream I didn't mean to meet. One look turned the world around me. One smile changed the air I breathed. Suddenly the night was brighter than any dawn I'd ever seen. Every second felt electric. Every heartbeat knew your name. Neon ivory, glowing through the dark for me, like a light behind a window, calling lost hearts from the sea. You were magic in the silence. You were fire dressed in grace. Neon ivory, I still remember every trace. We built our world on simple treasures, shared umbrellas, borrowed time. Every promise felt like marble. Every future looked divine. Then the years began to whisper things we never thought we'd hear. Tiny doubts became like shadows, slowly growing year by can shine beyond imagining, yet still disappear from sight. Neon ivory, fading through the midnight haze, like a photograph forgotten in a box of yesterdays. You were all the songs of summer, you were all the autumn rain. Neon ivory, a beautiful and tender pain. Now the city keeps on moving while the memory stands still, and your voice returns in echoes anytime the night is still. I have loved and I have lost, I've learned both are intertwined. Some hearts leave with their footsteps, some remain behind. Neon ivory, though the years have come and gone, part of you still lights a corner of the places I belong. You were joy and you were sorrow, you were everything between. Neon ivory, the sweetest thing I've ever seen. The lights keep shining, the trains roll by. Neon ivory never says goodbye. You arrive like quiet thunder through the corridors of light, where the city held its secrets in the fabric of the night. I was drifting through the motion of a life I didn't know, till your voice became the current, pulling me beneath the glow. And suddenly the silence learned how to breathe again. Opaline District, where the colors start to sing. You were every broken heartbeat, learning how to love again. Like a window made of starlight, opening inside my skin. Opaline District, that's where it all began. We carved time from passing shadows, made a home from passing days. Every corner held a promise that the world could never take. But even stone can soften when the rain begins to fall, and the distance slowly teaches how to lose without a cause. the lights grow thin. Opaline District, I'm back within. You walked in like a golden fracture through the quiet of the room, and every shadow turned to color when your presence filled the gloom. I was lost inside the structure of a life I thought was whole, till your laughter changed the rhythm of the places in my soul. And suddenly the distance felt like something we could bear. Luminous saffron painted in the air you bring. You were every silent moment, learning how to start to sing. Like a fire made of daylight, dancing softly on my skin. Luminous saffron, that's where we begin. We build worlds from passing seconds, turn the ordinary bright. Every word between us glowing like a signal in the night. But even gold can tremble when the wind begins to change, and the promises we carry slowly learned a different shape. Still we tried to hold the feeling as it slipped into the past. Luminous saffron, now you're fading from my view, like a letter never opened, like a sky that turned untrue. All the warmth we used to carry, now just traces in the air. Luminous saffron, I still find you there. Sometimes I replay the silence like a film inside my mind. Every frame a little painful, You spoke my name like falling snow, soft enough the world won't know. And in that frozen quiet space, I saw forever in your face. We traced our dreams on frosted glass, while seconds turned to golden ash. The night was young, the air was still, like time was bending to our will. And I believed the winter would never learn to break. Winterglass lullaby, you were warmth beneath the sky, held inside a fragile moment, too beautiful to survive. Every breath a silent promise, every touch a fading flame. Winterglass lullaby, I still call your name. We built a world of quiet light between the dark and morning flight, where every word was soft and true, and every path led back to you. But even snow can learn to fall and melt into the things we call the memories we couldn't keep, that now just drift inside my sleep. Still I hear the fragile rhythm of a love that slipped away. Winterglass lullaby, now you shimmer out of reach, like a prayer that lost its meaning on a cold and endless beach. Every hope we once were holding turned to silence in the air. Winterglass lullaby, you're still there. And when the night becomes too heavy, I can feel you in the dark, like a photograph still glowing with a nearly vanished spark. Love becomes a quiet echo of the lives we couldn't save, a beautiful beginning with no way to be brave. hush between two strangers. I forgot what I should say. The world was spinning without meaning, till your eyes rewrote the room, and every shadow on the ceiling turned to shades of soft perfume. And I could feel the distance fold itself into your name. Velvet orbit, we were drifting side by side in a slow and silent motion, like the heartbeat of the night. Every second felt like falling without ever touching ground. Velvet orbit, that's where I found you now. We built time from fleeting moments, borrowed laughter, borrowed air. Every touch became a language only broken hearts would share. But even stars can lose their balance when the sky begins to shift, and the things we never noticed turn to fractures in the gift. Still I reach into the memory where your voice still feels alive. Velvet orbit, now you're drifting out of reach, like a message sent in silence, like a wave without a beach. All the warmth we used to carry fades in We met beneath a flickering sign where the night forgot its name. You smiled like you already knew me, like I was a part of your flame. The city breathed around us slowly, as if it paused to let us in. And every step became a secret. We didn't know where to begin. And in the hush between the traffic, I heard forever start to call. Opal after hours, we were glowing in the dark, like a promise made of starlight, etched into a fragile heart. Every moment felt like heaven, every second felt too real. Opal after hours, that's the way you made me feel. We wrote our names in passing raindrops on the glass of empty trains, sharing dreams we never questioned, never thinking they would change. But even love can lose its rhythm when the world begins to turn, and the things we never held on to are the only things that burn. Still I walk through all the echoes where your laughter used to stay. Opal after hours, now you're drifting out of view, like a neon fading slowly into shades I never knew. All the nights we called forever, now just fragments in the air. Opal after hours, I still find you there. Sometimes I rewind the silence like a song I used to own. Every note a little sharper, every truth I never showed. Love becomes a quiet distance, measured in what we don't say. And the closer I remember, the further you slip away. Opal after hours, though the years have moved along, there's a part of me still waiting where our shadows once belonged. You were light and you were longing, you were everything I knew. Opal after hours still belongs to you. The night keeps breathing, the light runs thin. Opal after hours. tremble on the edges of a quiet room. Your voice was soft as shattered silver, falling gently through the gloom. The world outside kept moving faster, but we were frozen in between, like two reflections on a window in a place we'd never seen. And every breath felt like a secret the night refused to let us go. Lunar Glassroom, we were dancing in the glow of a love too fragile, perfect, only starlight could have known. Every touch became a silence, every glance a burning sign. Lunar Glassroom, you were once forever mine. We built a world from passing shadows, from the echoes of the rain. Every word a small confession, every kiss a gentle pain. But even glass can learn to fracture when the pressure holds too long. And the things we never fixed become the reason they go wrong. Still I see you in the distance, like a memory in light. Lunar Glassroom, now you're fading out of view, like a photograph in water, slowly turning into blue. All the promises we whispered still dissolve inside the air. Lunar Glassroom, I keep finding you there. Sometimes I walk through all the silence like it's something I can hold. Every corner of the memory feels both burning and cold. Love becomes a quiet echo that repeats but never stays. And the closer that I reach for it, the further it drifts away. Lunar Glassroom, though the years have slipped between, there's a place inside my heartbeat where your shadow still is seen. You were light against the darkness, you were everything I knew. Lunar Glassroom still reflects me back to you. The night dissolves, the glass turns pale. Lunar Glassroom still sets my sail. We met where morning touched the skyline, between the fading and the new. You spoke in tones of quiet lightning that pulled my wandering heart to you. The city held its breath around us, like it knew what we would become. Two strangers drawn into a current, where every silence came undone. And in the space between the distance, I heard a future start to call. Echo Meridian, where our voices used to meet, in the middle of forever, where the ocean kissed the street. Every word became a river, every touch became a sign. Echo Meridian, you were once forever mine. We traced our dreams in passing headlights, on roads that never stayed the same. Every promise felt like sunlight, every moment called your name. But time has ways of rearranging what the heart believes is true. And even love can lose its compass when it doesn't point to you. Still I hear you in the silence, like a wave that won't let go. Echo Meridian, now you're drifting out of reach, like a signal lost in twilight, breaking gently on the beach. All the nights we called eternal now dissolve into the air. Echo Meridian, I still find you there. Sometimes I walk through memory's shoreline, where your shadow learns to fade. Every step becomes a question that the past refuses to explain. Love becomes a kind of echo that repeats but can't return. And the closer that I remember, the more I start to burn. Echo Meridian, though the years have come and gone, place inside my heartbeat where your signal still lives on. You were distance and connection. You were everything I knew. Echo Meridian still leads me back to you. The waves keep calling, the night turns